Don't play with it, don't play with it.
Wanna know what asked us
Four girls.
Zero filters.
with a lot to say,
Whether you asked or not. Welcome to episode 6. Episode 6 already.
No, that's crazy. We're about to get into some things.
Okay, so the next topic we're going to get into is reproductive rights. Who would like to start?
You,
Me? How do you feel about all things reproductive rights? How do you
All I'm
feel?
going to say is I'm not against abortions.
Why?
I'm not against it. I just feel like if you really wanted to, it wouldn't have happened. But honestly, mistakes happen. Life is life. But honestly, I think if you do become pregnant, it's a gift from God, but also it could be a curse. But I'm gonna let them talk about it a little more, and I'm gonna just piggyback off of whoever. But that's my saying for right now.
So here's my thing. We always use the word mistake. Right. A mistake is like condom breaking. A mistake is like the birth control slipping. I know like the rods and stuff. Like I heard somebody got pregnant on a rod because it moved out of the wrong place or something. A mistake is like the IUD or something. You know, or a mistake is like, y'all was real intimate and it just y'all weren't thinking and that's like mistake. And I feel like mistakes, I don't know, y'all might chew me out about it, but it's like a one time thing. Like a mistake, like the condom break stuff like that can happen more than once. The rods can happen more than once, but like the no protection it happened. I feel like that's a one mistake. Like it's a one mistake. So I feel like my max is like kind of like for myself, my max was only one. Because it's just like I can't sit right here and like do this and then be like, okay, I'm not gonna keep it because it was a mistake, and then do it again because I'm gonna like I'm not gonna tell myself it's a mistake because I should have been scared the first time. So I'm not gonna do it again. And if I do it again and this happen, then this mistake is gonna just have to stay because I feel like I cannot say it was a mistake because if a mistake was that drastic, I just feel like it can't be a mistake the second time. In a way, that's how I
Um, so I feel really deeply about this topic. I feel like at the end of the day, a person should have the right to choose what they want to do with their body. At the end of the day, it has not. I mean, it has something to do with the partner or whoever is having whatever relations with the child or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just like you should be able to make the choice about your decision. You don't know the reason. Sometimes people don't know the reasoning of why the certain person is having an abortion. They can have some in some positions it become from rape or anything like that. I just feel like in certain circumstances like that, people be just saying stuff like, "Oh, you a murderer. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. You kill the kids." Just saying certain stuff like you don't know why they chose that route. You don't know why they chose the decision they make, and you don't know how hard it was for them to make the decision. So it's like, why is you informing whatever you feel, your opinion, what society say, or what you didn't heard, or what you don't know about somebody else's life? It's just like, just shut up, mind your own business. It has nothing to do with you. But as far as abortion, I feel like it definitely should. I mean, I stand for abortion. If you have an abortion, that's on you. It's your body. At the end of the day, you should be able to do what you want with your body. But I do feel like Z was saying, it should be a limit that you should want to have for yourself in general. Where else? As far as birth control, I feel like birth control is good because if you do be doing what you be doing and you don't want to have kids, you should have get on birth control. And then as far as that, I feel like that's another topic too because like in marginalized communities, it's hard to get some of those things, especially in marginalized communities. That's the type of thing where rape and stuff like that is happening. So it's like, how do you balance between okay, people in the marginalized communities getting raped and stuff? How can we help them out as far as them being having the same access that other people is having to the other stuff? And then two, on top of that, is like abortion and stuff like that costs so much. Medicine costs so much. It's like these marginalized groups don't have enough to get that. And it's like some reasons, like some circumstances where you need to have abortion or you have an unhealthy pregnancy or whatever, it's not it's not accessible to some people. So it's it's a lot to it, but that's really how I feel.
I am all for abortion. I do agree it should be a limit on abortion. Like, you don't want to keep aborting little Timmy 3 times. Like, come on now. I think I think 3 times is the max because at the end of the day, you and the person you doing it with, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know the consequences that comes with it. Either get on birth control, like Ashley was saying, or either wear a condom. And yes, in most cases, condoms can potentially break, but at the same time, I feel like as much as you paying attention to detail with what's going on right then and there, it should be the same as well. I feel like some people can. I don't necessarily think they call it like a mistake though. You see that like now though, because I know back in the day they used to say like a mistake, but now do you really see them saying mistake?
Yeah,
I really don't either.
I feel like I see or hear people say like it was a mistake. Maybe not like a lot. I hear like other things, probably a little bit more than mistake, but I hear it. And not gonna say I want people to stop saying it's a mistake because just because what I feel like my definition of mistake is, but sometimes for certain people who saying it's a mistake, I don't agree that it was a mistake.
I can see that. I also believe in the fact like some people like I know a kid is a gift from God like you were saying, but some people just genuinely is not in the right position to bring in a child regardless if they feel like or if anybody just feels like it's a mistake type of thing because at the end of the day the person or the woman or the woman and the man that created this child, they could just be in a position where they don't have a home to go to, they don't have a car to go to, they don't have a reliable source of money. So it's like, and that goes back to the people that's against abortion because it's like you want somebody to bring in a child in a position, bring in a child in this world in a position that they're in, but then if they was to give them up for adoption because they genuinely can't handle the kid in that position that they're in, it's just like they're still going to get a negative review behind it or a negative opinion behind it. So at the end of the day, it's just like you literally have to do what works for you. And that also goes into people that actually do end up bringing a child in a horrible situation. It's kind of like I don't know. I kind of iffy on that because it's just like that just goes back into the general curses that we was talking about. That's how that's created. That's how poverty is created. Like all of that is literally based on that. Like it literally
The
start.
start of it.
Yeah, it's literally the start of it.
Okay, so I just got so much stuff running in my mind. So, cause I'm all the I'm 100% have your abortion. That's your body. Like I'm already the type of person that I don't see why we care so much about what other people do. I'm already like that. But when we talking about like poverty, people not having resources and all that stuff like that, it kind of just goes into like the people who are out here just getting abortions and like getting them. I'm saying like five, all that. It's like these are the people that I feel like are taking these resources from the people who need it. So now it's like now I feel like it kind of make you feel like a hypocrite because it's just like okay, you want everybody to have their own choice and their choices to have five abortions, right? But now you're like, but you're taking away from people who need it. So am I trying to say they need to have their babies? It's like it's kind of just become complex because then it's like, all right, say that person they have their babies and they put every one of them in foster care or whatever. That like they said, there's a whole thing around that and all this stuff like that. And then it goes into like the kids be trying to find those parents and the parents don't want to be found because I was gonna give you the life that you needed anyways. And so like that goes into all of that and it just brings it all back to like it's your choice, but I feel like there should be a limit for yourself. I'm not gonna sit right here and say just because my limit is one, that should be a limit for everybody else because everybody have different circumstances, different stuff like that. Kind of like what Ashley was saying, like there's different reasons that people probably would go up to 3 or 4. It probably is like for them like bigger circumstances. For me, I just feel like it's kind of just always gonna just be one, because for myself, I feel like I would call it and make that type of choice once, because like I don't really know. I
I
don't
get what you're
know.
saying. It's like
Yeah.
morally for yourself. It's like you want to
Yeah.
keep having to do that or want to keep doing that. And I do want to rise what I said a little bit. Like you definitely should have choose what you want to do with your body. But do I feel like laws and stuff or like what is the word? Patriarchal, whatever it's called. Like the laws and stuff should be able to decide what you get to do and how many times. I feel like that should be a moral thing. Like the whole abortion regulations and just
Yeah.
all that, they should not be able to decide.
And it's a bunch of men
Yeah, it's
deciding
like
it.
a bunch of men, and that's a problem too because what that really is the stem of everything. Because why is a dude a man? Like yes, man come first or whatever. A man was first on the earth or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like why is it always a man having to choose what a woman does with their body? Like it doesn't make any sense. States should not be able to choose how many times you get abortion, when you get abortion. That should be something morally within
I think it
yourself.
is a moral thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely should be a moral thing. And the fact that different states could say, oh, in one state you could get certain abortions up to this month. The next state say you can't get abortions at all. The next state,
And
oh,
people are
you get it
dying
up
because they
to
can't
when
get
they get
them
here.
and they
Yeah,
need
it's
them
like
medically. Like what?
it don't make sense. It's like, and then you can't get certain medications for that certain state. It's just like, why is the states? That goes into another topic about like states, because why is the states determining all these different stuff about what you could do with your body? Like, it don't
So how
make
would
sense.
y'all feel if a woman decides to keep her baby and she doesn't want an abortion, and then the boyfriend or whoever the dude is to the girlfriend just says, "Okay, I'm leaving." Like you're not
Ask this.
you're not, talking about having this baby together, but you want to leave. That situation. Like how do y'all feel about that? Like I think it's crazy.
Like so the girl has a baby and the dude basically the dude want to
Just
leave.
yes.
It's
What
kind of a
think
sticky
is it
situation.
more? I feel like is it more of the
It's more of she doesn't care about his input. Well, no, let me say she cares about his input, but she doesn't believe in abortions and she wants to keep the baby, but he does not
Want
want
to
to
keep
keep
the
the
baby.
baby and he wants her to get an abortion.
I mean, at that point, it's really just up to her. Do she feel like she's gonna be able? The man literally told her, well, basically told her he's not gonna be in that child's life. So it's literally up to that woman. And people still to this day, 20-year-olds are doing this right now. They been knew the father wasn't gonna be in the life. It's people right now that already previously been messing with a dude that had previous kid with somebody else, and they've already shown that they're not a great father at all. But still, regardless, you live, you learn. They end up having another child with this man that does not take care of his previous kids, and that's literally up to you. You need to put on your big girl panties and decide: do I want to bring a child in this life without a father? And many people do it. Many people or many women are single mothers, but at the end of the day, you need to think about yourself. How women just being pregnant, going through pregnancies and stuff like that. Like it's so much more than what people think.
Like you just having a child. No, it's more
Yes,
than that.
it's so like your body
Body
changes.
change.
Your body changes every freaking month. Your feet get swole. You barely can walk. And still, I don't even believe in pregnant people working. Some people have to work while they're pregnant. It literally is so much deeper than just having a child. It's so much deeper than literally, like I said, just having a child. So if you feel like you are that strong enough to bring in a baby or a child and spend the rest of your life with this child basically by yourself raising this child, I mean, yeah, you might have a bonus dad or whatever, but it's still not the same. It's still not the same connection as a bio dad would be.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like before someone gets pregnant, they have to see like, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this who is going to provide for me and my child? Like, you actually have to see that in a guy. And I feel like people, well, our generation this day, they really just be busting it open for anybody, if I'm being honest. Like they don't give a fuck. Like they'll have like what you was saying, they'll have one child with a dude that isn't a good father, and then they'll have another one by the same dad, and but I just feel like I'm gonna blame the mom, not gonna lie, because it's why are you putting yourself back in a situation? But I guess other people are different. But if you're gonna have a child with somebody's father that isn't good for you or the child, why are you going back? Is that wrong or like
Not even that, but how I was saying it was like a person, like a man and a woman can be together in a relationship, right? And that same dude in that same relationship will have previous kids. Let's say he had 2 or 3 kids he still has not taken care of. And that woman will sit there and he can say the same thing, I'm not going to be in a child's life, but you been knew that though. You been knew he didn't take care of the previous kids. So why do you feel like this time it
It's gonna
is
be
going to be
different.
different? And like I said,
Yeah.
it's just different.
get
Like if
that.
you
it's
feel
not gonna
like
change.
if you feel like you're gonna be a strong parent and a strong woman to raise that child, then do what you do. Do it. Do how you feel. But
And
I
back to
know,
your question, like it's just like, okay, if you seeing that and him, it's just like thinking like, okay, if you really go just up and leave me because I decide to have a child and you don't want to, let's decide what you want to do. At the end of the day, I have to make the best decision for me. I'm gonna be the one carrying it. I'm gonna be the one doing what I'm doing. And she had to be okay with, okay, I am gonna have to carry it. It's gonna be a lot on me. I'm gonna have to deal with that by myself if he end up leaving. So it's just like on both parts, it's just like you're gonna have to be okay with what you choose to do.
Yeah, and that's when family comes into play.
and hopefully that person just tells the woman early on so she can decide.
Yeah.
Cause imagine you 6, 7 months pregnant and the dude you got pregnant by literally just tells you that. It's like
Yeah,
even
that
if
is
she wanted
crazy.
to change her decision, she can't. Then that's selfish as fuck.
Kind of sad.
Go ahead, Z.
Ooh. Mm, I don't even know what to say. I just feel like Elise was saying, pregnancy is a lot. And I've always hear like when women know that like the father's not going to be in the child's life or stuff like that, they always resort to, well, I have a village. I have a village. I have my friends. I got my family. I got a village. I got a village. And that's so great. And that's so amazing. It's so amazing. But a lot of stuff changes once you have that baby. They're there for you when you're, which it differs for families, but they're there for you when you're pregnant, stuff like that. But when that baby comes and you need certain things, if it don't work on their schedule, like your village become a lot more limited. Not not gonna lie, like there's a lot that goes to play when you have a kid, and if you know that that dude is not going to be there, you can always feel like that village is gonna be there, but you gotta really take on a lot. Like you just like, oh,
And I'm not
yeah,
gonna
it's
lie,
a
I was
lot.
really trying to be lenient. I was really trying to be lenient with the mother just being a single parent and just doing what she do. But like you said, it is hard. Like it's different
Yeah,
between a village and a dad or another parent in the household.
like I feel like on here, like if you're watching, you know they got a kid. And I just sometimes when I'm just there with my kid alone and I have to take care of that baby, like first of all, bringing the baby from the hospital, like, and when he had to go back to work for the first time, and I was there for 10 plus hours with a baby I don't know, that is not easy. That is not easy. And yeah, you feel like maybe you might can call your mom to help you and stuff like that. But it's just like now all these people are going to be around forever. Now all these people are going to always be available. Now all these people are going to be able to help you because everybody else had their own life. So now it's like you have to already be able to know that you can do almost everything by yourself. And if you need help, people can be there. Like that's the point of the village. Like that's your kid, that's your responsibility. You in a way supposed to be able to do everything for them. But if you need help, these are the people that you can call. So if you already in a place where you don't even feel like you can do the basic stuff or mostly everything yourself, if you didn't have the village, I mean, I don't I don't know. Like I don't I don't know. To even try to go through a pregnancy without the significant other there is just a lot. That's That's a lot. And like you're attached to that person. Your soul is attached to that person. Like you have a part of them growing with you. So it grows you to them. It makes you attached to them. And then imagine not having them there. You want them. Your kid wants them. And that's just a whole thing. And that's why I just feel like get married first, then have kids, because it's just like it just solidifies things. Like it just solidifies things. Don't just jump into marriage just so that you can't have a kid though. And if you feel like you can have a kid by yourself, then do that. All of that stuff. All of that stuff. Just
And kudos to the moms that's out there single and doing it, because even the ones that's not out there single and doing it, because being a mom in general is a lot. And I've seen that from a whole bunch of people. Like that is just a whole thing itself. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like, how do mothers have the same 24 hours as I do? Mind you, like, imagine watching your mom get up at 5 o'clock, dropping her kids off to her mom's house so they can get ready to go to school. So my mom, she had to wake up early as fucking morning, probably even earlier than 5, because she had to drive. She had to commute to an hour for work at this time. So imagine your mom getting herself together, waking me up, and then waking my brother up. Mind you, me and my brother is it's an 8 year gap. So that's a baby at that point. Taking me and my brother to my grandma's house. Then she has to drive a whole hour to get to work. As she's working, she has to blindly depend on somebody making sure that her kids get to school, get back from school. Then she has to drive the hour to come pick us up. Then some days I might have praise dance practice. Some days I might have cheer. I was having a lot going on. Some days my brother might have soccer practice. We do all of that. She still has to go back home, cook. She still has to pack lunch. She still got to make sure she get in the shower so she can get to work. Like being a mother is so freaking hard.
So much.
and then
So hard.
and then during the weekends they still try to make sure that they do something with you, or on their days off they
Yes.
try to make sure they show you the world. They try to make sure like that is so like my weeks are so draining, but every weekend I'm trying to make sure that baby see the world. I'm trying to make sure he see different flowers, different animals, different plants, different anything. But I be so drained. I literally be so drained. So just imagine doing it yourself, all by yourself. And I'm in school. So just like I just feel like a lot of stuff need to be taken into account when you're like bringing babies into the world, or even like not, because you got to think about the people who aren't. Like if you like obviously have it to bring to the world, again, it is your choice. It just is a morals thing. It is a morals thing for me. Cause like make your choices, but it is people out here that like don't have the options that you have.
Be wise about it. Like don't be
Yeah.
selfish about it type thing.
And if that dude tell you he don't want that baby,
No shade.
oh, I dude,
Just you might want to save yourself. Save yourself. But like I was saying before, it might be a blessing in disguise. So you could have the baby, everything you getting that next job, you getting that baby at daycare, all these blessings coming to you. So you really just gotta go with what your gut feeling of what you want to do.
Definitely.
Honestly, you really just gotta go with whatever you
which
feel.
I feel like we keep saying something about a gut feeling too. And sometimes you don't think a blessing is a blessing until it already blessed you. If like y'all know what I mean. Like I knew I wasn't gonna abort my baby. Like I already knew that. But when I did find out, I was like, to be honest, I really probably like where I was. I didn't really need to. I was not in the right place, no none of that, and I wasn't looking at it as a blessing at that time. So it's kind of hard to make a decision on this is going to be a blessing for me if I have this baby, and then if I don't. But I had to go through the whole process, went through my whole struggle, everything. Had the baby, and now I'm in like a great, perfect place. I'm not gonna lie, like, my baby good. I'm good. I'm still in school and stuff like that. But I just wouldn't have thought like if I was going like, and I probably would have went there, but I would probably never known that that baby would be a blessing unless I went all the way through with it. So it's kind of hard to make a decision. So yeah, I feel like we saying like it's your decision, but think about these things. It might be a blessing, stuff like that. I just feel like think about where your life is. Think about what you have planned for your future. What are you doing to get those plans done to make your decision? Like you need to start looking into the future. Or while you're pregnant, you need to start going and working towards that. Just know stuff is harder when you're pregnant. So I just whether you have the baby or not, I feel like sometimes it can be a blessing.
Make the best decision.
I know. And then just a slight thing for the I've been seeing the thing on TikTok where the kids who've been put up for like foster care and stuff like that, they're like going to like find their parents and basically like they're not getting the answer that they wanted. And the parents don't feel like they're wrong for it because they're like, I didn't want to abort you because I didn't believe in doing that, but I know that I wouldn't have gave you the life that I wanted to. But then now the kids come back and be like, wow, I probably had a worse life because you didn't even try. How do y'all feel about that?
That's this is just a hard topic in general. Like that is actually hard because I literally, if y'all watch Grey's Anatomy, that literally happened on Grey's Anatomy.
Yes. Ooh.
That was so good. But like just thinking about that, like if example, if I was to have a child and I I put up for adoption, like as the mother, I wouldn't know how to take it because it's like at that moment I'm thinking, okay, maybe that was a good decision to possibly give them a better life with another family. They coming back to me, and the two situations where they come back to you, they end up finding you. The mom don't want to talk to you, or you end up meeting them, and it's like this is actually like
That's fucked up. I ain't gonna
yeah, I
lie.
don't. This is hard. I
Right
don't
at
know.
that point, they don't. At that point where they choose to give it, I feel like they don't think they're gonna get. They could have gotten to that point if they would have
Yeah.
kept them that early. But then that's kind of hard because if I was that child in that situation, in a situation, I probably like depending on like where I end up, I probably would go look. But then again, I can't be mad about how my parent decided to react because they were just a kid or just young and trying to make the same decision that we're telling people to make. Like think about your situation. Can you do this stuff like that? And they already didn't go ahead and abort this baby. So it was just like, what do you do when
Possibly
you
give them
know
a
you
better life.
can't?
I don't know. If you're thinking about doing that, then you might as well just go ahead and just you already know.
That's crazy. Like as far as like adoption, you really don't know how it may turn out because it could be like they go into a foster home, they get into a even like the movie Star or the show Star, like they was in the foster homes, they was getting raped. Did you laugh? Oh, I thought you, I was like, what, y'all? We cut that out. Um, how they was like they went to the foster families, and like one of them was getting raped by their foster family. Like you never know how it's gonna end up, and that's just crazy to think about. It's crazy.
I don't know. With Z's question, a child isn't going to understand that at all, regardless. And maybe or hopefully the people that are like an adult to where like I'm not saying you don't have to understand the parent all the way, but in certain circumstances, people give the child up for adoption because they literally just can't. It may be different like before they had the baby. It may be different where they think they're in the mindset that they can raise this baby, which is unfortunate because they just end up giving the baby for adoption. But I feel like it's kind of crazy that, well, I guess it's just boundaries. It's kind of crazy that the child is looking for the parents instead of it being vice versa, which is kind of to where, like I said, hopefully they're doing that as an adult to kind of, like I said, I don't want to say fully understand the parent, but like have some type of knowledge or like to where they can kind of see the parents' point of view just a little bit in the slightest way. That way, because regardless, that type of situation is going to hurt the child. It already hurt the child anyway. But I feel like having some type of or a little bit of sympathy, depending on how the situation went, could go maybe a little long ways. But I do feel like it should be vice versa. The child shouldn't be looking for the parent should be looking for the child. Especially if you're doing better in life,
Yeah,
especially
just
if
trying to
you
see like
yeah, and cause some cases to where like boom, they end up like making their way back up in life. They end up getting married, having a whole family, and I feel like maybe something in your mind should tell you like, well, not even yeah, but not even trying to bring in toxic behavior, because sometimes that can be toxic, like, oh, you gave me away, why are you back now, type of thing. But I don't know, maybe like keep in contact with them, because it's not like, oh, you didn't love them, you just genuinely couldn't be a parent during that time. And now I'm in a positive upbringing, a positive environment. It's just more so, I know if I was in that position, I would at least try to reach out, and not even trying to be and a lot of people do that, but still try to be a parent. You're not a parent. You're not a parent to them. You had them, but you're not a parent to them, to where like you can give them parent, like what a parent would say to them as far as advice. You can
Yeah.
talk to them as a friend. You can talk to them as an associate, because y'all genuinely don't know each other.
And I feel like that also go with absent fathers. I feel like do not try to come back into these kids' lives trying to play dad. That do not work. That do not work. Like, no. We gotta build up. We have to build up a relationship, and you will never make it to that point. You will never make it to that point. But talking about the like, and I was thinking about you saying like vice versa, that parents should be looking for the kid, and you did touch on how like, oh, now that you're like doing better, you're gonna come back. I just feel like sometimes it's kind of like just hard to make a decision and when to make that decision of who should look for who, because it's just kind of just like, all right, I had you, and I know I could not do what you needed me to do, so I thought this was the next best thing. In my opinion, I really don't know how you could have thought that either, though, because I just say too much bad stuff about foster care. But so that's what you do, and like the kid, I don't know how it worked. I don't know if you can keep on keeping in touch. I don't know how all that worked, but a lot of people like they don't try to keep back in touch because sometimes they just can't bear to see that like they couldn't do for that kid how somebody else is, so they kind of don't. They kind of don't. But then the child comes looking, and then they probably try to get that response and of that they really wanted them, and then it was like all of that. But if it's vice versa, and the kid comes to look, and if that parent is like is doing better, and it's like, why didn't you? It was still like, I still was not doing better to get you to where you are now, because I'm probably now getting there, or like, so it's kind of hard to say who should come to who.
Yeah, that's why I brought up like toxic behavior, because that can become toxic, because like you said, you really just don't know how to really approach that, because at the end of the day, they're strangers. Like, you had that child, but y'all are literally still strangers.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to reach out, or I probably even wouldn't want my parent, well, the lady that gave birth to me, to reach out. I honestly wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Y'all feel like not necessarily there's like an age limit, or like do y'all feel like, okay, so say you're 18 and you were in foster care or whatever, do you feel like if you were younger you would be more prone to be like, I want to know who my foster mom is, versus I'm 18, I'm basically adult now, I don't care to know, I don't want to know, because at this point you'd have been gone for half most of my life, so it's like, why should I want to know now, versus I'm 10, I want to know who my father is, I want to know who my mom is, like, y'all think
It
about that?
definitely,
Or
as a child, you definitely want your parent to be there. I feel like when, like you were saying, once you're 18 or once you get grown up in age, it's more so like, fuck it. Like, I already experienced
Yeah.
life. I'm, well,
The
not
time
even
where you really
fully.
need your
Yeah, I was
parent.
about to say, like, I already didn't learn some lessons that I was supposed to learn, and you won't even hear. So I feel like at that age, it's prone to be like, fuck it, like I don't really need them. But most cases it's different, because most people
Mhm.
still feel like they need their biological parent.
I would probably say younger.
Younger. Do y'all? Okay, speaking of like needing their parent or whatever, do y'all feel like y'all are at a point where y'all like don't need your parents yet?
What you
Not
mean? Like
really.
what?
Like, I'm guessing when you say like need their parent, I don't know if you're talking about like emotionally,
I'm talking about everything.
like everything. Okay, well, because like where I was trying to get it is, I feel like even though you get 18, they might get 18, and they feel like they don't want that connection, they don't need it. I feel like you always need
Oh,
it in a way.
oh no, for sure. What I'm saying from that is like a child being abandoned or feeling abandoned or neglected.
Okay.
They're gonna feel like I've already, in their mindset, when you're 18, you're gonna feel like I've already experienced, which you haven't yet. So in their mind, they're just gonna naturally neglect just because they already went that long. Regardless, I do agree you do need your parents throughout life. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, I keep going or
but
something.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, but cause I just feel like it's like none of us has been abandoned to say what like they've experienced and if they gonna need them all the way growing up. I know that like you probably need guidance and stuff like that. I just feel like it's just such a valid feeling to just be like once I turn 18, like I kind of I kind of don't want it from you in a way. It feels like I kind of don't want it from the biological because you don't want to give it to me anyways, and I probably do need it. And I feel like a lot of them people, like I think when somebody else following on TikTok who was going through that, it's just like they know that they still need it, they know and they crave to still have it, but they just don't want it from their biological parent.
And that's how people try or end up seeking it from somewhere as far as relationships. And
Yeah,
that could end either good or bad.
that that's a whole nother
Like a
A
whole
whole nother
nother
rabbit
topic.
hole.
like I don't know, but if we had to go like back to like abortion and stuff like that, and how it connects to generational like curses and stuff like that. I know that there's like a whole thing where like stuff like to do with like Christianity and how they say like you're not supposed to or something. I don't know. Don't all the way hold me on it. Or how like or how people say like if you're underage, like the parents can make that decision. I feel like that kind of has generational curses can like steep into those things. Like on our campus and stuff like that, we'll have like people come out and just say that you're going to hell for this and that and stuff like that. And I've heard like people say abortions and being gay and all that stuff like that. So I feel like they let it like I feel like that's generational curse. Like they let that seep into like the whole thing of abortions and um what I'm about to get into.
But to go off of that, it is definitely a generational crisis because if you think about it, well, I don't know what y'all really be watching or heard, but like back in the day, like great grandmas or even great grandmas, depending on how old your great grandma was or is, especially in certain families, children have children or have had children at the age of 12.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly, which means the parent, as far as like having children, they put that on them. Like, you gotta have this child. It doesn't matter. You gotta have this child, regardless if you raped or whoever mistreated you or whoever did this to you. You gotta have this child. Like,
Sometimes
it's
even the family members.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be the uncle that raped. It could be literally the uncle that raped that little girl at 12 and had multiple children. Aretha Franklin, she had her child. I don't know if y'all know her, but Aretha Franklin, she was a singer. She had her child at 12, and then I think she had her second child at 14. Don't quote me on that second child, but it was literally from a family member that was close to her, and the people knew, and they still allow her to sit there and have the baby because they feel like it goes into Christianity. Like, you're supposed to have a child is God's gift. You're not supposed to get rid of the child. But that, I
Yeah.
feel like that is so deep
It
rooted and
is.
Christianity
evil.
is a
Like
It's
deep.
like crazy.
That is
which I don't know. We probably gonna have to like talk into it more in a different episode. But that like some in some way like that is why I'm not really like all the way far in my path that I feel like I should or want to because I feel like the way social media is making Christianity scares me to want to step into it because of I feel like sometimes I don't align with things. Like I don't really care about your sexuality. I don't look into people's lives that deep. And sometimes when you go on these social media and they saying this stuff, it kind of like makes me hesitant on getting that far because like I don't feel like I feel like do I have to align with everything that these people are saying, or is that just not how that works? Which that's
a
just a
whole
lot.
different thing. Cause it's like it's crazy because Christianity you're supposed to not judge people, all this different type of stuff, but then you sitting here judging this person off of the decisions they chose to make. It's just it don't make sense. And we could definitely go into religion another day, but it's just crazy how like like you said, like you scared.
Like in some way, like that is why I'm not really like all the way far in my path that I feel like I should or want to, because I feel like the way social media is making Christianity scares me to want to step into it, because of I feel like sometimes I don't align with things. Like I don't really care about your sexuality. I don't look into people's lives that deep. And sometimes when you go on their social media and they saying this stuff, it kind of like makes me hesitant on getting that far, because like I don't feel like I feel like, do I have to align with everything that these people are saying, or is that just not how that works? Which that's
A
just a
whole
lot.
different thing, because it's like it's crazy because Christianity, you're supposed to not judge people, all this different type of stuff, but then you sitting here judging this person off of the decisions they chose to make. It's just it don't make sense, and we could definitely go into religion another day, but it's just crazy how like you said, like you scared to basically like step your foot into that religion or whatever, just because of how people within that religion is making it out that all these people in this certain religion is. And it's kind of sad because if you're supposed to be bringing people to that community, why are you doing these things that you know that God probably wouldn't necessarily like you doing, and saying these nasty things and stuff to people? You're not bringing people in, and it shows a bad representation on that community, that religious community, because it's like you are not making people want to come in. You're not making people want to feel involved with your community, because all the things that you're saying is it's like, yes, follow the root of what your religion is for, but at the same time, it's like it say don't judge, you're sitting here judging. It say don't do this certain stuff, you're sitting here doing this. It's like it's not making sense. And even with back to the abortion thing, it's like in Christianity, people be saying like, "Oh, abortion is murder, killing. You shall not kill, whatever." And but it does say in the Bible that if you literally get baptized and you repent for your sins, that you're forgiven of all your sins.
Yeah, you're reborn.
So it's just like all these Christians be saying certain things. Even somebody who was outside VCU or the library the other day saying stuff about abortion, saying stuff about abortion. It is just like, if you are really Christian, you would not be sitting out there saying that stuff right now if you knew your knowledge. That's all I gotta say.
And all I have to say to the people who sit outside and do all that yelling and all that stuff like that, you never know why that person is going in there to make that decision. You don't know how hard it is. You don't even know if it's their decision.
Literally.
You don't even know if it's their decision.
Because it do be kids.
I'm about to say,
It be
because these kids,
sometimes.
like, you know, like if you're under 18, like that decision is not yours. That is your parents' decision. And you don't know how horrible you're making them feel. They already don't get that decision now. They're going into this place and you're outside yelling and calling them a murderer. Mind you, they could be anywhere from 12 to 17, and you call them all these types of things, and they already don't want to make this decision. Like, you gotta think, are you really doing this for Christ? Or are you doing this just to show your opinion, but you're trying to put Christ's name behind it so you can have some power behind it?
It's definitely they doing it for their opinion.
And I feel like that's really messed up that you're using God's name to like push an agenda.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad. And don't get me
Literally
mad.
putting God's name in vain.
Literally, don't make me
And
mad.
that's in the
Just
Bible
That's what I'm
itself.
about to say. It's literally in the
Like,
Bible, and you're like, y'all are
Just
still doing
screaming,
it.
like,
That's so crazy because I be thinking about that all the time now, especially when they be outside just sitting there and speaking. Sometimes I'll sit there and listen sometimes just to see what they be saying. It just be like,
And it's the fact, like, we're not saying don't have your own opinion, but you do not have to sit there and like broadcast it and be so negative about it. Like they were saying, not knowing what other people went through when it comes to different situations like that.
'cause at the end of the day, it really has nothing to do with you. It literally
Right.
has nothing to do, it's not affecting your body. It's not affecting your faith or your religion or what you got to do. You're in the position of your religion to get wherever you want to be. So why is what somebody else doing affecting you? It don't make sense.
Really doesn't. It's like an unhealthy obsession. Like, you really like. I wasn't gonna take it there, but to go as far as to vote for somebody who has made it their business to take any and everything away from women. How? How?
Why? We just
How?
we're not even all the way there yet. And
Fuck.
we're like, we're going back.
Fuck that.
no.
How in the world did y'all let this man come in office and he had no political nothing around him. He was just a businessman. Matter of fact, he was wealthy. Born wealthy. He had nothing to do with
Privilege.
he had nothing to do with political views, none of that. He never did any of that. So how he sat there and got in office is fucking ridiculous to me.
I
Fucking
don't know.
ridiculous.
And
You
it's
know
just
how
the
hard
opinion.
you know how hard you have to work your way up to be president?
Yeah.
You know, like, and you had nothing to do with anything political at all, and you just sat there and you just got on the throne.
And you made your birthday a holiday, and they allowed it.
That's what I was
And they
saying.
allowed it.
Like I don't. I
Like, it really just makes me think about America. Like, I gotta get out. I got to
like
get out.
it's really
He
like
changed everything.
it's
Everything
really
is
like
just a
sad
mess.
when you think about how long it takes for us to get our reproductive rights, how long it took us to get our right to vote, to get these bills and these laws in place. They don't just happen. They go through voting and they go through all this stuff. And to tell me that you can sit down and basically take that away like that, and
Just from one person, one man.
Well,
really.
now it do be because you know, like the different courts or whatever do have to vote on that. Now it been some evil people in the court, but at the end of the day, the president do kind of got
But
that.
Yes or no?
it makes it hard. It makes it hard because if he has most of his party in these
That's
places,
what I'm saying.
it is quick. It is like that, and that's what's happening.
And one thing we
Taking
was talking
over.
about it in class, which really gets even deeper in that, like when the president, most of the laws are based off of their beliefs. If y'all realize that. Every law that is made in different states, every legislation is based off that person's beliefs. Like, not to say that we shouldn't have Christmas or anything, but like we have Christmas or whatever. Because mainly the person over us believes in Christianity or whatever. It's like, and there's some things of like in different religions where they want this certain thing to be a holiday or something like that, but they don't because it's not solidified within that political stance that it could be a holiday. Like, it's just crazy how it's literally off that person for real.
Everything is
Yes, I love that class.
everything is man made.
And then it
Literally.
gets so deep to the point where that people feel that women cannot be in these higher places because of our hormones and because of our
Oh my
periods and stuff like
gosh,
that.
Like, just stop it. Just stop.
yes,
Like,
But you
yes.
can, but you telling me that a person
Yes.
whoever sits in that throne,
And it's
they can put their opinions on the
ooh.
paper, and if they got everybody in their corner in these different offices,
Then it's
that's
a-
that.
Yeah.
It's so
But because I'm a
crazy.
woman,
It's an
I
easy
do want to
go.
get into the woman thing though, because like I've had multiple encounters, especially at my job. It was one man, mind you. We have a bakery at the store, or whatever, and he had got a bakery item. And I'm like, when I'm bringing stuff up, like I'm trying to move fast. I'm trying to get you at the line. I'm trying to, be like, I'm trying to get you at the line. I have a whole nother person to get to. So I'm scanning, I'm scanning. He was like, you don't have to slide my stuff like that. And I was like, okay. And then he said something else. And I was like, sir, what are you talking about? Like, I've already let you slide once. And normally I don't do that.
He was white.
Yes, he was white. The second time you say something to me again, which you came off negative and you had a whole different tone. So yes, I'm gonna come at you snappy because the first time I let you try it.
and if I would have came for you from like that from the jump,
Exactly.
it would have been a whole.
So when I said something, when he said something the second time, he gonna goes to say, oh well, you don't have to get an attitude.
I do. I
I don't have to
Telling
get an
y'all,
attitude.
They be picking and choosing.
I
what
don't
they
have
wanna
to get an
do.
attitude after you just sat here and had the attitude with
really
me
do.
first. And that's literally what I said. You sat here and had the attitude with me first, and you don't think I'm gonna get an attitude with you after you've been how you reacted to me?
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Exactly. Like no, even then it goes to so far as to like a woman can be, let's say in a conference or something dealing with business wise, where it's like, yeah, like a career. And a woman can literally say their idea and the man could just
take over.
take over, reinterpret what she said and everybody clapping.
That happens in
Me
class.
too,
I ain't gonna lie.
yes. Oh
That
my
be
God.
happening in class. I be like, bro, it's no way. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I had a class. It was what time did it start? 1:45 to 2 something or 3, whatever the time the class was, right? I was in class and it was another guy in class. Mind y'all, this is a big lecture. Like she's either on Zoom or she's lecturing in class. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to class today. Like I said, it was just me and another guy. At the end of the day, I'm in class, I'm listening to you. Yeah, I'm on my computer, doing my work. But why are you clapping and saying, "Oh, Mike, I'm so glad you came to class today. Da 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 da. I really appreciate you for you being here." Lady, I'm sitting in this class too. I kind of felt the way because it's like nobody else is in this class. It's about 100 people that need to be in here. Nobody's in this class but me and this other dude. Why aren't you, saying nothing to me? Like that is just so weird. Like I honestly was just like, damn, like okay, now I'm really not coming back. Like I could be on Zoom, but she was literally just praising this dude. I was just like, this is just so insane.
And for it to be just
It
y'all
was
two in the
just us
class,
two in the class. It was just us two in the class.
It's like it's hard enough being black. But being a black woman is just so much harder, especially with the decisions that people are making.
Yeah, like
It makes it so much harder because yes, all women, like the reproductive laws and all stuff that they're trying to put in place, yes, it's affecting all women. It is, we know. But I'm keep seeing a lot of stuff where a lot of black women is getting are getting refused care, and it's just it gets to a point like the microaggressions we already have to deal with, the moodiness that we always get put on us because we're girls. Sometimes we don't even be moody. That's just be how we want to talk. Like that's like but like that's something that you know about yourself. And
And
that's
that's
something that's
everybody,
within
though.
yourself. But it's like you
Everybody
can't
is
just
moody.
assume that I'm
Moody
like
at
that
one
all the
time.
time.
A man acts like they're not moody at all. That like
They definitely are.
I don't know. I was gonna say something biased, but I'm just gonna.
But that's crazy because that literally happened. Well, it's not the same example, but I was literally in class the other day and we was working on a project. Mind you, I'm the only black girl in this group. Three other white girls, which I'm already like, okay. So we in a class or whatever. We working on a group project. I'm sitting here. They asked a question about the thing. I'm literally sitting here telling them the answer to the question. They literally
I
asked,
hate. Oh my
like, I'm
gosh.
literally sitting here telling you, and I know the correct answer, and I know it's correct because she just said it. The girl asked the question, and I literally turn around and I tell her, I think it's this. She asked the question again to the white girl. I just told you the question, and she literally said the same thing. And when I tell you, I got so pissed off. It got to the point where I just did not talk anymore. Because, like, at that point, you're not acknowledging anything I'm saying at that
I
point.
hate that shit,
Anything.
bro. Like that be happening to me too. I actually hate that shit
That
because
shit
it's just
is
like
so bad.
it's just like what would make you think, especially like I get it, like maybe have like a group discussion, like but she literally asked you,
Like, do you
Literally.
not
and
believe
you
me?
gave her you would be
And
different.
it didn't happen one time. It happened multiple times in that one setting. So that
It would be different if you would be like, well, I don't know, but I do feel like it could be this, and then boom, she could ask the question. But you literally told her
what it was.
like
Right
I ain't
there.
gonna lie, I do not like being the only black person in a group with 3 other.
And it's
4
sad you
other
gotta
white.
feel like that.
Yes, like I
Yeah.
hate it here when it comes to group projects like this school because it's like
It's like, is your
they
word
try
not
to-
good enough?
Yeah, like one minute they try to take over, next minute you're doing all the work because they're slacking. Like no,
It's sad.
it is sad.
I don't know. I'm just the type that even if it's a group project, I'm still gonna try to do it on my own. Like I will go
At
back
that
and forth with
point,
a professor.
Really?
Like I will go back and forth with a professor, even if they're saying like it's a group. I don't know. I think you should do it as a group. No, if you make all the assignments, you can make this individual for me. I won't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
feel
I
like
will
that
refuse
too.
to work with other people. I don't care if they black or white. I ain't gonna lie.
I do. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to work with no one.
I really don't want to talk about this, but I just don't. Coming to VCU and knowing that we're going to be surrounded by different, ethnicities and other people, I just feel like me personally, if I'm in a group with 4 white people and I'm the only black person, like you said, yes, I'm going to do the work, but like I said, if they're slacking, I'm going to try to do all the work. But honestly, in the back of my head, I gotta think like, damn, like, why the fuck am I working for these white folks? Like, I don't want to sound like bad or anything, but like, that's what it looked like to me. Like, I'm doing all the work.
But the thing is,
Fuck
they
y'all
know.
doing?
We ain't saying nothing that
Yeah.
ain't nobody know. They
Yeah.
know this is happening every day to multiple people. It's a different accounts of multiple people that it's happening all the time. So it's like,
Even in
why is
real
it a
world
thing?
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all
And-
notice that today, like, women still get paid less than men?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, and if anybody on this video feels some
Mm.
type of way about us saying anything, help us understand, how did all of them people raid the Capitol and nobody? Okay,
Yeah. Leave a comment down below.
I'm telling you, because it's no way. Like, the whole bias and how y'all try to play it, I don't care.
So that concludes that topic. We're about to get into our segment. We have another story time for y'all, which is really, really scary. We're going to tell y'all
Traumatizing.
the time that we basically got kidnapped.
In another state.
In another place.
305.
That's the zip code.
305,
Whatever,
uh-huh.
area
305.
code.
Miami-Dade.
So I decided to go to Miami for my first birthday trip or whatever. Everybody that's on this couch attended. One of the activities on the itinerary list was ATVs.
At night.
At night.
Mind y'all, it got
In the
pushed.
woods.
Mind y'all, it got pushed back because they had an accident on the track. So we
Yeah.
probably should have knew something was up.
And then
Yeah.
remember how I was telling y'all I was trying to find an ATV place that was closer to us because the first one was like an hour away. But when I had calculated the duration time to get to the ATV place that we actually did, it was saying it was like 15 minutes away from the B&B, which was not the case. It was like 36 minutes away, somewhere in between 30 minutes.
Sketchy.
So, we called the Uber. Call your Uber. Call your Uber. We called the Uber to go to ATVs. We all gearing up. We didn't did the ATVs. We didn't had a blast. We not thinking nothing. We just having a good time. We had a good time.
And to put it in perspective, it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, it
11
was.
p.m.
It was.
Basically in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
So during that trip, I was calling the Ubers, and I called the Uber to go back to the B&B. So I was about to say the B&B. The Uber driver came. He picked us up, and it wasn't how we came to the ATV place.
Yeah, that ride to the ATV place we had, wasn't that
Straight
a
highway?
Like,
It was
big
a
old car.
highway, and then when we made that left at the light, we were already there.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like you had
yeah.
to go on a little dirt road, but
Yeah.
it wasn't nothing crazy because
Like-
normally.
Like, okay, so imagine this is the ATV place. The street we came on was like right here, and we had to like turn, but we had to only drive on a dirt road to get to like the front for them to drop us off the destination.
Mind you, on the way to the ATV place, it was lights, it was cars around us, it was fucking lanes.
actual road. Like,
And
Okay.
then on top of that, to get to where we like start like going fast ATV stuff, like the people had to direct us through the dirt road part. So we already knew something was up when we kind of went that way.
I don't know what direction he went, but it basically was looking like he was taking us back to the ATV trails. Mind you, I'm in the front, they're in the back. I'm after I'm seeing like we're not back on the road that we literally came from. So I'm looking at the GPS, like making sure it's straight, like we're on track, which we are, but it was still kind of sketchy because why the fuck are we on
Why you
dirt
go
roads?
this way?
Like it literally looked like we was on a plantation.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
on a
even
back road.
exaggerating.
And then on top of that, I had looked at the phone one time and had said that it was supposed to be a stop sign at some point. And if you're in a car, you can look up and see if a stop sign is up there, especially where it's at. We're dark, mind you. We said it was lights when we came. It's no lights.
It's
No lights.
No lights. So his
It's
head-
no lights.
So his-
it's no cars. It's
No
just
nothing.
lights.
just black.
It's no
is what it is.
people.
Wait. It was
yeah,
a
yeah,
car.
yeah. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
But like basically, we would have seen the stop sign that was on the GPS from his headlights. No stop sign.
Nothing. You just seen grass and dirt.
grass
and
and
us
dirt.
looking at him.
And finally, maybe it felt like 10 minutes to me, but maybe 5 minutes as we're going on this little trail or whatever, we finally see.
Another car.
Did the houses come before the stop sign? I can't remember.
I think
Yeah,
after.
the house. It was the houses and then the stop sign.
Yeah, it was a house.
Really?
Okay, so whoever remember that can get into
Hmm.
that.
So basically, so the way we're driving down. It's like dirt on both sides of us, and then I remember sitting. So I remember on our right, it ended up being houses.
Mm-hmm.
So it ended up being houses, and before like we get to the stop sign, mind you, that stop sign wasn't on the GPS, but it was a stop sign. He just stops. It ain't like an abrupt hard stop. I don't remember, but he just stops. And the only reason it's light right there is because the people's like house is right there, but it's like one of them like ran down, like the house kind of pushed back a little bit. It had
How
a
they
red,
be in a kidnapping movie.
it had a
Yeah.
red old Ford, like them old Ford trucks. If y'all know them red old Ford trucks. And then I think he just stopped, and I don't know if somebody said something to him. I'm pretty sure at least probably said something to him, and then he made the comment like something, they'll kill y'all out here.
And when he said that,
We just started looking around. We was like, hold on.
when he said that, at that point, I'm telling myself it's either me or him gonna die, and it's gonna be him, because I'm not dying here. I'm not dying here. No,
I was already scared when I saw the
We're
house.
not dying
no
here.
facts.
Cause I'm literally thinking in my head, my stepdad did just tell me to be safe, and now I'm over here about to.
No, the crazy
kidnapped
part
on this back
was
road.
when we saw the truck in the what was it, the houses and stop sign, and he stopped in the middle of the road. Why the fuck did a car come rolling our way?
Yes, and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this
Like
is
they
where
gonna pass
This is
us off
so-
or
this
something.
is
Yeah, like,
literally-
it's so unreal.
this is literally where they're gonna trade us in to the higher
Yeah.
up. Like this is it for us. Like this is literally
a car
it.
Mind
was
you-
really coming. Like,
Mind you, y'all gotta like picture it. It's really dark, and the only reason it's a little bit of light is because of that house. So that car coming up is blinding. Like their lights are
Yes.
really really bright. I'm looking at him. I'm in the middle. I'm looking at him through the thing. He don't look phased at all. So I'm just thinking like, oh my god, like
Mind you, it's
He was
only
so serious.
Yes,
before
you
that-
have to say it was a joke. Like,
Everything.
no.
before
No
that
joke.
car, it was only us on the road. That's what made me think like this is it.
We'll
like,
have to insert like a little video of the road, like on the ATV road.
Yeah.
But 4 against 1.
show y'all
he
how-
went down.
But then when that car put up, you don't know who's hopping out that car.
don't know.
Exactly.
Oh.
And then the
But
car
I think
type
it-
stuff
and
too.
mind you, that was like a Mexican part where it was like solely Mexicans. Them motherfuckers, I don't know.
Now that I
It could
think
have
about it,
whole time it could have been cartels. We would have
Whole
been
time
had
it
no
was
head.
all
Where the
lined up.
fuck
The
did that
ATV
car
ride,
go?
all of it was.
Yes.
Oh,
Where did that car
where
go?
did the car go? I don't remember.
I think it
that.
just
I
went
remember.
straight. Cause it was like the pair. Well, not
But the
parallel.
path was like so like narrow.
It wasn't there.
But my
know.
thing is, I don't know if this crossed y'all mind, but it crossed my mind. Like, what if the ATV people like,
That's what.
I
Call
had
someone?
like I was like
What if they was connected to it?
I don't know. I started thinking the worst. Like that
I
shit was
did
so
too,
scary.
not
And
gonna
Elise
lie.
was just like, don't. That's not funny. We're not like don't play
Yes.
like that and stuff like that. Like, and he's like at this point he's laughing at us.
Literally.
Yeah.
He
And
showed us,
he laughed, and I'm
especially-
sitting here making up scenarios like.
Especially when we got to the destination, we was getting out the car. He was still laughing. Won't shit
Still.
funny.
Well, shit funny. And don't nothing piss me off more than a motherfucker laughing in my face. Like, and oh my gosh,
During
that's
that
just.
situation,
And then he got on the highway.
Finally got on the highway. When did we get off that dirt road? It
Mm.
had to be a
I'm
minute.
gonna kid you not. I feel like we was on there for like 15, 20 minutes.
We had to. It had to be at least 15 minutes because
He
even
was
when we
driving
got on
so
the
slow.
highway, he
You
was
was
driving.
Yes.
He
On
was
that
driving-
dirt road, he was driving slow.
I'm about to
on
say,
that
yeah.
dirt road, he was dragging it.
the interstate,
Which-
baby, he
Which
know
was
how to
so
drive.
weird because he was driving slow on the dirt road, and then as soon as he hit the highway, he just started swerving,
Sped off.
Yes,
like
like,
cutting lanes and stuff. I feel like he was like jerking the car. I don't know.
yes,
low
it made
key.
us grab the old shit handle. Like what?
Like no, it was really bad. And I think if I'm not mistaken, like he did keep like looking in the mirror.
He did.
Like he kept on like looking up. So I guess see if we was like seeing what he was doing or something.
He played in our face, y'all.
Like
I don't know, but we thought that was our last day, and
That is so crazy.
We do be having some weird scenarios, situations.
like I don't know.
'Cause even in
What?
Punta Cana.
The whole Punta Cana thing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay, we gotta get.
wait,
Wait. Should that
Oh
be the next
my
story
God,
time?
that-
That could be the next story. Wait, what happened?
Oh, we
yeah,
can't
how
even
long
do
we
that
are?
as the next story time because he won't there.
It doesn't
But
matter,
y'all,
y'all. We gonna talk about it because I want to know too.
but y'all,
Who took the whole driving thing? No, it
that
all
was
started
so
with
That
the
was
boat
so
party.
insane
much.
It started with
because
the boat party.
so it's always rooted at my birthday. But don't, it's okay. It's literally okay because we be having a blast. It always just be that one thing. So hopefully this next birthday it won't be a thing. So we went to Punta Cana for my birthday, and one of the activities that we were going to do was a boat party for my birthday. Had fun on a boat party. Everything was cool. I booked the boat party on Instagram. They had like multiple things to where like it was a business. So they did boat parties, they did transportation if needed. They did all of that little stuff. So we getting off the boat and the person that like does the boat parties or whatever, he came to me and he was like, if you need, well, he asked me what I was doing or what we were doing. And I was like, we're probably just gonna go to some clubs or whatever, keeping it short, simple. And maybe I shouldn't even said that at that point, but I didn't even give him that much details. But he goes to say, well, if you booked with us the boat party, you also know that we do transportation as well. So if you do want to do something with transportation or you want us to do transportation for you, we can do that. Just let me know. I was like, okay, cool. Da da da. We goes about our day, and then we finally get ready because we was going to dinner because it was my birthday. And I had asked all of y'all equally, did we want to try to do the Uber or try to do the transportation thing? And I think we just decided to do the transportation thing because we're thinking like it's gonna be more.
The people from the boat, like somebody that's working with the boat party, and that was perfectly fine. So it's like,
Yeah,
why would that be any
like
different?
because I was kind of iffy with taking Ubers to Riverwood and Punta Cana, so it was kind of like, when you're out the country, it's just some shit you just get a little antsy about. So I was like, okay, cool, that's cool with me. So my first mistake was because who I was talking about when he came to me, that was the boat party man. And he was still over it. But at the same time, when I had told him, like, yeah, we're going to do the transportation, I should have got the driver's number instead of communicating with him. That's where I fucked up at. Cause it was weird. Cause we got the driver. The driver was cool. What was his name?
I can't remember
can't
his
remember.
name.
I can't remember his name.
But he
I
was very
He
cool.
was cool. I got clips of him too. I got, well, not of him, but like our conversations and stuff that we was having in the car. So we went to the dinner spot or whatever. Or I told the person to go ahead and text the driver that we ready to go to the dinner spot, et cetera, et cetera. We go to the dinner spot. We met the driver like we said. He was cool. He came to pick us up. Well, we gave him a time to come pick us up. He did just that. He was there. He took us back to our hotel to get ready and everything. And he came back to pick us up to take us to the club. And the driver was like, well, when we got to the B&B or whatever, he was like, let me know, the boat party man, he was like, let me know when y'all are ready to go to the next destination so I can text the driver as well. So I was like, okay, yeah, can you go ahead and text the driver? And so we get in the Uber or the driver or whatever car. We go to the party place that we're going to or the club. Why the fuck we get out the car and the boat party man is literally
Got an attitude.
right there where we about to get out at. And I'm looking at the driver. I'm like, why is he here? I forgot what the driver said, but I forgot what he said, but I was like, why is he here? So like, I'm not thinking nothing about it. I'm walking away because it's like, I don't know, maybe you just hear the club or maybe I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, it was weird. It threw me off, but I literally don't know why you're here. I'm just going to ignore it, which I did. So we headed into the club. We paid or whatever. The club was even weird vibes, too. I'm not going to lie. The club
How much did we pay to get in? If I'm not mistaken, it was 20.
I think
it was 20. It was 20.
But it's crazy because people hyping that up like crazy.
Now, granted, it could have been like the season or whatever because my
Yeah.
birthday is in September. But the club just gave creepy, weird vibes too. Like, it just, I don't know.
That whole block.
Yes,
Like,
prostitutes.
wasn't it a car wash
like-
right there?
Yes,
A car wash, like,
yes.
right in the vicinity, like.
The clubs were like so close together. You would have thought like I don't even know, but it was like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Like it was just so
Like
blocked
it was
off.
kind of like almost a strip, but it's not a strip. It
Like
was
a
just
box.
It's like a curb.
Yes.
yeah. So did we even stay an hour?
No.
Yeah, we didn't stay. I don't even think we stayed an hour.
I don't even think we stayed 30 minutes.
Yeah, like it was just so weird. So we get out of the club or whatever, and I'm like, mind you, I still didn't get the driver's number. It's not thinking. So I'm texting the man after he threw me off a little bit. I'm texting the man like, can you tell the driver to come get us? Like we're ready. And he's like, why? What's wrong? Da, da, da,
Get the
da.
fucking driver. Get
And
the
that
driver.
threw me off. I wish I could pull up the messages, but I forgot what I was.
That number gone.
No, not that. I think we was texting on like an app. WhatsApp. That's what it was. Because most of the time when you're out the country or whatever, you normally get a WhatsApp number. I forgot what he said. He said something else that threw me the fuck off. And I told him, I'm not playing with you. Bring the driver here now. And he came to me. He came. And he was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm not talking to you. Like, and when people like that scare me and throw me off, like, leave me the fuck alone before I really rage for real. Like, leave me alone. Cause like I'm scared and like,
No, he had an attitude.
he did.
Like,
Like,
why
I'm-
y'all leaving? Because we want to.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
do we?
why
Why
does
the
it
fuck?
matter?
And I really thought that was gonna be another time that we wasn't gonna make it home because why the fuck are you asking me why
It's
I
like
want
they
to
was
leave?
trying to keep us there.
And
we
I
wanna
already texted
leave.
you and said, I'm not playing with you. Bring the driver here. Where the fuck is his ass? It took that driver at least 10 minutes, I feel like. Because mind you, every time he was picking us up and taking us somewhere, it would be quick.
He was on time.
Why the fuck are you dragging down? Why?
And then we get in the car.
We asking him, like,
Yeah.
what's going on with him?
And he,
Like,
he
what
acted
is
like
it?
he didn't know. He was like, I don't know what's going on with that guy, guys. I got you.
Which
you.
I don't think he knew.
I
for
don't.
real.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think.
seriously.
I genuinely don't think the driver knew. Like he was asking us, like, "What's wrong? Are y'all okay?" Like he was like, "I see the look on y'all's face. Like, are
Yeah,
y'all
he did
okay?"
say that.
Like, I don't know if the driver weren't there to talk us through it or whatever. I probably would have just rage bait the fuck out that man. Because why the fuck would you? Like, why would you offer me to do? Because you did the service, you do the service, but why are you being weird? I hate weird people. Like that was scary.
So which experience was more scarier?
The car.
Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
I
I'm real life thinking we finna get kidnapped. Like, I'm planning
Yeah,
everything
like why
in my
would you
head.
stop in the middle of the road and be like, get out, or
Just the
they'll
whole
kill
thing
you?
of
Like,
it.
why would you
We
say
out
that?
of nowhere, like.
Wait, didn't he tell us to get out?
Yeah.
Wait, that's what he said. I think that's what he
He
said.
told us to.
I
Well,
think he did say
okay,
He
so
said, "Get
at this
out."
point, we let a lot of people play with us, but that was the last time.
Yeah.
That was the
we
last
can't,
time.
No, we can't say we let a lot of people play with us. Like we really just we took it how we supposed to kind of take it in a way because it was
Yeah.
just like
Don't say that. We don't know you.
we called it the go. We didn't expect you to say no shit like that. Like
On our next trips, we big balling. We getting personal drivers every
Yeah,
time.
at this point,
man.
because obviously it's always a driver.
Literally,
It's always a
you
driver.
can't trust the driver. You literally can't.
I don't know, and I know I didn't go to Punta Cana, but guys, I'll be at the next one.
Be safe. Like,
It
Be
it really
safe.
truly comes down to being safe because I really don't know.
You never know.
I thought I was gonna end my birthday with not come home. I'm not gonna lie.
And I was
Both
watching-
times.
and I was watching the locations like a hawk. I ain't gonna lie.
And you would have never known.
No,
I
for
would have
real.
never known
Because you don't even we don't even know the country. We don't even know what city is what. Like you probably would have thought we was at our hotel. or
I
something.
literally had to tell my friend.
I
I was
could tell y'all
like,
when at y'all
please
hotel,
watch
though.
my location.
no, because when we were doing ATV in Miami, in the dark, I know this doesn't affect like the little find my app, the little location shit.
Mhm.
I would look at y'all location and we'll literally just be in the woods. Literally, that's how it is by
In a
looking at the
bunch.
location. Yes, that's how it is by looking at the location.
Or they'll just make it like the big like light blue circle and they be like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hate
and
when
it
that
wa- it
happens.
ain't no exact spot.
Yeah,
I be clicking in, clicking out, go back
Damn,
in.
that would have
Like-
been us.
that's no wait.
Lost.
Oh my.
That shit is
What the-
scary. That shit is scary.
Just lost.
But yeah, we almost got kidnapped. Don't recommend.
But we made it out.
We
We
sure
made it
did.
out.
He would've
But
been a dead
God.
man. He would've
The
been-
blood still works.
He would have been a dead man. I'm telling you.
because we was
I
I
definitely
would have
close.
clawed his eyes out.
I was thinking about like getting them from behind.
See, that's why you always should keep a shoestring in your purse. Stuff like that.
Fuck
Taser
that. That's why you
spray,
should get a
something.
concealed carry and carry a gun.
That
Oof.
mace,
I'm not.
all
I'm
that.
done playing. I'm done playing with y'all. I'm done playing with y'all. Y'all keep playing with me,
And it's sad it has to come
and
to
y'all
this.
keep scaring the fuck out of me. And I'm a
Imagine-
natural scary
And it's
person.
gonna be irritating. I gotta fucking tote a gun with a cute outfit on.
Like
in a purse.
in a what?
In a
The purse.
Go and get the pistol out the purse.
But that's
Well-
all for episode 6.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Tune in for the next one, ho.
Everything in the link tree down below. Ho.
Puss
Pull up,
ass.
ho.
We love y'all.
All
We
right.
hope y'all love us. 'cause
P.O.P.
Who wouldn't?
Down.
What side?